In this video, we're going to look at how to create sub-elements, which are also known as unnamed complex types, to our test schema. What I'm going to do is add an additional element that I'm going to call book dimensions, and we'll create a height and a width and a weight. Whoops. And right now, these two elements are not connected. However, we want to make this a sub-element of book. So currently, as we see them, they are two independent elements. There's the book element, and there is the dimensions element. But what we want to do is make dimensions kind of a sub-element, just like description, title, and ISBN. So it would be kind of another whole section underneath that. So what we'll do is drag and drop our dimensions on top of our book, and notice when we do that, a new element is created called dimensions, which has a reference to dimensions. And you'll note that there's this nested hierarchy relationship that's defined automatically, and that the height, width, and weight still remain within here. Now, what's the practical implication of that? Well, you can see now that a complex type is created underneath this dimensions element, sub-element of our book. So we have book, title, ISBN, description, dimensions, and dimensions has underneath of it sub-elements called height, width, and weight. Now, if we wanted to get fancy within our schema, what we can do is create a complex type automatically from this unnamed complex type. We can make it a global complex type by right-clicking and selecting Make Type Global. And what this will do is create almost a class, if you will, of a type that can be used in many different elements, not just the book element. So if we had dimensions of boxes and dimensions of cars and dimensions of desks, this same complex type could hold that information, and we could just make references to dimensions from the book element, the desk element, the car element, the box element, and so on. So it's a way of making our certain elements within our XSD global or a little abstracted out and not so specific to just books, for example. So this was a video on how to create sub-elements, or rather how to create unnamed complex types. We hope that you learned a little bit more about the XML Designer and how to create XSDs within VisualStudio.net. Thank you.